Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you a minute and a half, and that's all. My name's Karen Edwards. I'm the chair of the FLAG SA, Food Producers Landowners Action Group. It just shows how a small group like ours, a handful of people, can make a difference. We have only been going for 12 months, and just 12 months. And we've had one big rally, as most of you know, at Strathallan, brought 1,000 people. We didn't have to spend money on advertising. It's just through word of mouth and people's passion for the cause. And your attendance here today, you will make a difference by spreading the word and hearing these stories. These things are happening under our noses in South Australia, not quite as bad as our poor people in Queensland. So our hats off to you. Keep up your passion. You know, I had to give a cynical laugh when the poor lady was talking about the methane gas. Did I hear the Animal Liberation saying something about our cows are producing too much methane? You know, our cows are producing too much methane, and what are they doing up in Queensland? Where are the environmentalists there? I promised I'd only talk for a minute. What's happening here in the Mount Lofty Range, which is really going to hit us all with dams, is Martin Stokes from Natural Resource Management Board said by next December, all low-flow bypasses must go on our dams. Now, these can cost us up to $25,000 per dam. I'll tell you what, they will know, the Natural Resource Management and their Animal Liberations and so on, will know what it's all about when they go running around these farmers' markets, buying our fresh fruit and so on, thinking how lovely it is to have all this fresh food. Well, how many strawberries do you have to grow? How many cabbages and lettuces do you grow to pay for that $25,000 dam low-flow bypass? They're not going to be there. Those fresh fruits won't be in the farmers' markets because they just can't afford to stay on their land. People power is the answer in this thing. You know, and you are the people power. We are the small amount of people power, and we hope you've generated something by just speaking to you and hearing these stories. It's horrific, and we don't hardly believe it's Australia that we're talking about. Now, Peter's already thanked many people. I particularly want to thank John Daly and his staff of 2. He doesn't have lots of people floating around the offices like a lot of the other politicians, but by golly, they have been a wonderful support to us. You know, it's not often that you see such a crossbench of politicians all on one platform, where we've got Family First, we've got the Liberal Party, and the climate skeptics and so on, all fighting for us. So thank you to those people. But I particularly, as chairperson, want to thank our committee. Peter, as you know, is our chairperson, our spokesperson, and you know why, because he's got such a wonderful, genuine way of letting you know what we're actually battling for. And not only Peter, but his family. His family have lived this. In fact, I don't know if Peter minds us mentioning this, that he actually had a death threat before Christmas. Now, can you imagine having had a death threat because you're fighting to stay on your land? That's a disgrace. Fortunately, as you can see, it didn't evolve, but why does it have to come to that? So, hats off. Now, of course, he didn't give his number. Now, this was a verbal telephone and, of course, no number there. So that family have had to live through that, and just think about it. Looking at the horizon, perhaps, I don't know how they lived through it, but look at the horizon, who's that person, who's that car? So thank you to Peter and his family, also Carl, our secretary, and we have people on the committee, not even on the land, who have supported us and some have done thousands of kilometres to support this cause. We've had 22 submissions, 22 part submissions put in through John Daly through the Parliament, and which is, Paul Kiker, you probably heard how irate he was, and how he insulted the wonderful Anne Brassington who supported us. So my thank you firstly to our committee and to all the people, as Peter said, the Trotting Club, and the food stalls over there who's kept things going. So lock the gates. Buy one of our red signs there. Put it on your gate and lock the gate, because that's what's happening interstate. They've got an organisation called Lock the Gate, and they've actually got the mining companies starting to take their equipment off the land. So stand up. Thank you for staying so long.